178-pounders now. And in the green trunks on the left of your screen is Alex Delucia with Tony Tucker from the Muhammad Ali Club on the left.
Delucia hasn't had as much experience as Tucker. He's only had 29 fights, 29 wins with 4 losses. Tucker, on the other hand, has had 96 fights with 6 losses. He's got to get inside Tucker's reach. Tucker's the taller of the two. He's got to get inside his reach and hit him with those hooks. He's got the shorter arms of the two.
178-pounders. These are light heavyweights. It was indeed, as Sean O'Grady said, the division that Cassius Clay in 1960 won the gold medal in. Also, the one that Leon Spinks won the gold medal in 1976 at Montreal. Delucia, his back to you against Tucker.
Delucia's 22. He's 5'11 and a half. And weighed in today at 176 and a quarter.
Tucker's 21. Yes. And Tucker gets a caution from the referee. The referee in this bout being Gus Hernandez. We've had 2 knockouts in the preceding 9 bouts, this being number 10 on our bill of fare.
There's a little cut on the nose, the left side of the nose of Delucia.
Tucker, taller by far, several inches.
Tucker's 6'4".
Tucker's got, excuse me, Sean, his shoelaces hanging down, and we're going to have to stop it while he gets his shoelace tied.
Tucker's 21. He weighed in today at 177. That's Ed Milberger tying his shoelace there.
Crowd very impatient. We have the action continue in this fight. In a grappling pose, Tucker goes to his knees in the ring. Delucia missing with a wild right hand. Delucia with a bull-like rush at Tucker, who warned for holding, and that's the second warning. Third time, he might have a point taken away by the referee. We can't read Hernandez's mind, but
Delucia keeps wrestling when they get in close, and that'll wear, in the long run, that'll wear Tony Tucker down. He keeps wrestling him.
And he keeps rushing inside and catches a good left jab right on the nose as he attempted to get inside with Tucker then. We're in round 1. Light heavyweights at 178 pounds. Again, a scoring punch by Tucker with the left hand. Delucia scoring down below in the midsection. They count just as much there. There's the bell, and that ends round 1.
Delucia's fighting the right kind of fight. He needs to stay on top of Tony Tucker, keep the pressure on, cut him off. Don't let him run around the ring, and just hold him in the middle of the ring.
Here's some of the action as we look back at round 1. That's Delucia taking that left hand by Tucker that stopped him in his tracks, but back he comes again, bulling his way in. Tucker down into a crouch to kind of grab him and hold on.
Delucia ran right into the punch of Tony Tucker, the right hand, and that adds just a little bit more force to the punch, to the power of the punch.
Yeah, it's kind of like running right into a parked car.
Or running into a car that's coming on to you. A good variation.
That's Tucker. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, originally. He's big, 6'4", very tall. And he's only 21, so he may have quite a future ahead of him. 178 pounds. Sticks out that jab and then falls into a crouch. Again, scoring with combinations, and Delucia comes into a clinch, and he kind of buckled Tucker's knees there for a moment, whether it was with a punch or with a wrestling move, I don't know. But Delucia is as the shorter of the two men is.
Delucia appears to be the stronger of the two. He wrestles him around, and that's going to tire Tucker out. The referee's taking a point away from Tucker for holding.
That's right. He turned to all of the judges at ringside, indicated holding and said a warning, and that's going to cost Tucker a point. Tucker with a left-right combination. Delucia, caught a left hand and caught another, and Delucia, I think, staggered and might have been hurt.
Tucker hit him right over the heart.
And he hit him right on the point of the chin, and there's some blood coming out of the mouth of Delucia. Tucker nailed him a pretty good shot. Delucia is a little bit slower now and a little less likely to come in with the same forcefulness as before. Yeah, he's bleeding from the mouth, and Delucia is hurt.
Tucker hit him with a left uppercut to the heart and then a right hand right on the mouth.
Delucia is hurt, Sean O'Grady, and he's not bullying his way inside now. In fact, he is taking some punches at long range. Another left, and he's a bit of an easier target now for Tucker, who bangs him with the right hand.
He came back with a left hook. Delucia came back with a left hook of his own, hit Tucker right on the chin.
Tucker nails him with an uppercut. Delucia stumbling and staggering now. Referee looking at him very closely as Tucker has him against the ropes. It is only being tough that's keeping Delucia still there and active. He has taken some pretty good shots in the second round, but he's a tough kid. Blood coming from his mouth.
Delucia needs to get inside and hold on, take some deep breaths, and try to regain his composure.
Wild roundhouse type punches thrown by Delucia as he suddenly seems to have had the gas go out of his engine and the air out of his tires, and Tucker's nailing him at long range now and content to let Delucia fall against him to get a breather of his own. Delucia bleeding from the mouth. Game.
30 seconds, Alex, 30 seconds.
And tough.
Keep your hands up,
Keeps throwing punches, but they don't seem to have the authority they had in the first part of this round and in round number one.
Fans here are booing because Tucker's holding on.
Well, Tucker
I think it's to Delucia's advantage that he's holding on.
Indeed. There's the bell sounding the end of round number two. We thought it was the best for Tucker. He nailed Delucia with some crisp, hard punches. And though Tucker looks to be a bit weary in his corner, Delucia, bleeding from the mouth, seemed to have the worst of it in round two. We'll be back with the final round here in this light heavyweight battle after this message.
Have a pencil? I'm going to give you the name of a publication that is read regularly by thousands.
We've had two knockouts in the proceedings tonight. Darrell Robinson from Houston, Texas, scored a KO win over Ronald Walters.
Go to the body, tired, all right?
Roosevelt Green scored that. Robinson scored the KO win over Dennis Armstrong from Santa Monica. Delucia for round three is up. He's a tough kid, very strong. Tucker still sitting in his corner. Jimmy Ellis talking to him. Now round number three. Tucker's unmarked. Tall, rangy, light heavyweight it's at 6'4" and 178. And they again fall into a clinch.
Delucia jumped up quick and got right on Tucker. Tucker got out of his corner a little slow and a little bit late.
While conserving his energy. He's been wrestling around here with Delucia. He had a point taken away for holding, but Delucia, it's tough not to hold. He comes barreling in on top of you. And for Tucker, who needs some room to throw punches, it's difficult to contend with this tough 178-pounder who's inside trying to tear your shirt off.
Delucia's fighting a smart fight, but he's getting hit 2 punches to give 1. He does need to keep the pressure on Tucker and not let him get those long punches out on the end of him.
Tucker was most effective in the second round. That's the second caution now given to Tucker when he caught Delucia coming in and nailed him with a couple of solid left hands and a right. There's a good uppercut thrown by Tucker that nailed Delucia coming in. Punches like that. Holding again, taking a warning. That'll cost him another point. Boy, Tucker nailed Delucia with a left and then got another warning. That'll cost him still another point, and they're precious things, these points.
Delucia looked a little wobbly after that combination flurry by Tucker. And when they took a point away, he sort of cleared his mind a little bit, took some deep breaths in the corner.
Remind our viewers that the power that Tucker has displayed in hitting Delucia and in hurting him has no effect on the judges. It is just another punch thrown and is recorded as such. That's a good left by Tucker. Delucia spins into the corner, and Tucker, careful now not to reach over and grab him, steps away. Oh, good left hand by Delucia.
Oh, exciting left hand. He caught him right on the button, and Tucker's knees buckled.
Best punch Delucia's thrown. Tucker responds with an uppercut of his own. Tucker, the taller of the two men at 6'4". Good right hand by Tucker. Then he falls into a clinch inside with Delucia. Tucker with a right hand. Delucia pounding away inside, and more blood coming from Delucia's mouth. Tucker with a left and another left. And Delucia now content to kind of lay upon him inside. Right hand, catches a right hand.
Delucia ran right into that right hand.
And Delucia's tired, O'Grady. He's leaning against Tucker. The referee won't get out of the way. The crowd is on the official, the referee, spending a lot of time between the two men. The crowd wants him to fight. Tucker with a left and a right that stops Delucia. Delucia bleeding from the mouth at the bell, and that's it. The end of round 3 and a couple of tough light heavyweights.
Oh, what a slugfest. Tucker had the more experience, but Delucia had all the tools tonight. He kept the pressure on. We're going to see what the judges thought of this fight. They're getting a standing ovation from the crowd here.
I would think so. Two very tough light heavyweights. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see the one you saw. I thought Tucker won.
I don't know who won.
I thought Tucker won. I know he lost 2 points. I still think he won.
I think that Delucia's an exciting fighter. He came to fight. Kept the pressure on Tucker. Tucker's a well-experienced fighter, and Alex Delucia is sort of an underdog. Maybe that's... But I enjoyed the fight either way.
I did too. Two fighters are in the middle of the ring. Tucker looking none the worse for wear. Delucia was bleeding from the mouth. Midway through the second round, he got nailed with a couple of long-range lefts and rights that stopped him in his tracks. Delucia has only one gear, Sean O'Grady, and that's forward, isn't it? Keeps coming at you.
It's forward. He's tough. He took some punches in the second round. I thought he'd at least go down.
Getting his picture taken there. White fan up from Portland, Oregon. Gus Hernandez, the referee. Slips have been tabulated across the way, and we'll see about the decision.
And the winner in the 178-pound class, gold medal winner, from the blue corner.
Well, he kept the pressure.
Well, a very unhappy Tony Tucker has left the ring and headed for the dressing room. I guess I'll never make a boxing judge, to be honest with you. I thought Tucker won it, and I'm sure the holding cost him 2 points, and it might have cost him that bout.
And most of the fans here thought that Delucia won, too.
I think most of the fans wanted Delucia to win, being from Portland.
Being the underdog.
That's right, and being this close to home. Well, it was an interesting and an exciting light heavyweight bout.